Welcome back, guys, and what we're doing today is we're making my world famous tofu ground beef. So I use this as an after training meal. I mix it with my cheesy black beans, which are just depressurizing right here off to the side. But basically what I do is I make ground beef out of tofu. So I'll show you how that's done. And it's much healthier than actually using real ground beef too. So obviously you don't have any animal fat, no cholesterol in this, no IGF-1, and essentially, yeah, none of the things that are going to cause your heart to clog and a premature death. So much better way to do it. So the first thing you want to do is actually start with 2 blocks of tofu. So I've just taken them out of their package. And what I'm going to do now is just press them to get some of the water out. So you just take your average cloth and just right over top, and I just lean on them. You don't have to go crazy because you're gonna bake them, but you just want to get some of that water out of the actual tofu itself. Another thing that pressing the tofu will do is it'll kind of make it more absorbent. So when I break the tofu apart, which you'll see next, and then I add the soy sauce or tamari sauce or whatever you want to use to it, it'll absorb the flavor of those sauces much better. So you'll get this nice, really robust flavor out of your tofu as opposed to just having kind of a tofu-y nothing flavor, really. So that's one of the cool things about tofu is it really, if you press it, it absorbs the flavor of whatever you're cooking it in. So a little press there. That's about all I need for this recipe. Again, I'm going to be baking it, so it's going to dry it out a little bit more. So I'm literally just going to take my tofu, break it apart, and crumble it up inside my bowl here. Literally crumbling it up. You don't have to go crazy with it. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just want to crumble it up and really just kind of make it the consistency of ground beef. Crumble up some of the bigger chunks, and I just obviously I've washed my hands, but just dip your hands in there and crumble it up some more. So make sure you get rid of any of the big pieces. And then my second brick. So that is about it. It's all broken up. It's nice consistency. I hope you can see that there, but nice little consistency in the bowl here. And it's just the consistency really of ground beef. All right, so now is where we layer on the soy sauce or tamari sauce, whatever you prefer.
The bird one. Yeah, that one.
So I don't worry too much about how much I add. It's really a flavor thing. Yes, it's going to add some sodium to your diet, but at the same time, again, it's 1,000 times more healthier, than what you're getting when you actually consume ground beef. Yeah, so I would take the one element of maybe a little bit more sodium than normal in a recipe like this, as opposed to having IGF-1, cholesterol, animal fat, all those things that are absolutely terrible for you and terrible for your body. I would take this over that any day. So I'm just going to rinse my hands. And then from there, guys, all you're going to do is just stir it all up and mix that soy sauce in, and just kind of make sure it's all the same color so that you know your tofu has absorbed that soy sauce or tamari sauce, whatever you use. And you can add other things to this, guys. You can add a splash of pepper. You can add some Frank's Red Hot. You can add some coriander powder to give it that little bit of citrusy taste to it. So basically it's up to you. I just do this really simple because we add it to a lot of dishes, and if I want to flavor it a little bit differently when I'm eating it, I can. So there we go. So that is all done. It is all mixed up. What you're going to do is preheat your oven to 400 degrees. You're going to lay this out on a baking sheet. So I'll come back with a baking sheet all laid out. I'm going to lay this out on my baking sheet just nice and flat. I'm going to put it in the oven on 400 degrees for 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes. 12 is usually pretty good. I use convection bake for 12 minutes and it works quite well. What it should be is a darker brown on top, a little bit, I like it a little bit al dente or crunchy. So yeah, so it's a darker brown on top after the 12 minutes. You'll pull it out. You'll flip all the tofu once. You'll see it's like quite white on the underside because of the moisture that's built up there. Flip it once, spread it out into a nice thin layer again, and then bake it on the other side for another 12 minutes. And literally that is it, you are done. So I'm gonna do that. Oven's preheated. I'm just gonna lay it out on the sheet and we'll be back after and I'll show you the finished product. All right, guys, welcome back to the final product of our tofu ground beef video. So I just pulled it out of the oven, and what you're gonna see here, I'll just tilt it up, it is literally still hot, but what you're gonna see here is that it's a nice kind of golden brown on top. So it's a little bit crispy, but awesome color to that and flavor. Josh, don't touch, okay? And wait, can you come over here? Because we're on video, don't touch. Come over here. This is very hot. Come over here. We're on video, bud. Come over here. You can be on video. I just don't want you to be in the way. Can you come over here? Yeah, thanks, buddy. And just make sure you don't touch this tray because it's very hot. So basically, guys, what I do from here is I just take the tofu, just mix it up a little bit here. And then I am literally just going to put it on top of my world famous cheesy black beans. So about half that container is full of black beans, and then leave a little bit of room at the top, but about a quarter goes with the tofu. And that's it. I'll put the lid on top of it, and those 4 will go in the fridge. And there's 4 after training meals for me for this week. Really simple. I've meal prepped. It took me next to no time at all. Super healthy, tons of fiber, tons of protein. But none of the unhealthy stuff that's going to clog your heart and shorten your life, right? So this is the benefit to plant-based eating. So try this out, guys. Let me know what you think. Hopefully you like hopefully you like the recipe. And yeah, if you have any questions or comments, just leave them below. We'll see you next time here at the Weightlifting Lab. Thanks, guys. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions or you want to see a particular video made, please enter it in the comments section. I answer all comments. Thanks for supporting the Weightlifting Lab.